This video is sponsored by Webull, the #1 online stock broker for new and advanced traders. Webull has the best on-the-go platform hands down. So if you haven't tried out Webull yet, make sure that you use my link in the description below. And when you sign up and fund your account with any amount, you're going to get 3 free stocks worth anywhere from $3,000 to over $3,000. And then if you're also into crypto, go ahead and activate Webull crypto trading. Do your first crypto trade with at least $1, and you're going to get $5 worth of any of your choice of these crypto coins. So see, when you use Webull, you're already profitable, so make sure to check them out. Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Foxtail Digital coming to you again with Black Girl Stocks. And this is another segment of our top 3 option plays this week, where we're just gonna go over a few different trades, stock fundamentals, and different strategies that you can do to make it through, okay? If this is your first time watching this video, please make sure that you click that thumbs up button. It really helps the channel. Also subscribe and click that notification bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video for you guys. And make sure to leave a comment below and let me know which one of these trades looks the best to you. Okay, so let's get into this week's plays. So the first stock that I'm going to talk about is SQ, and this is Block Inc. And right now it's trading at $126.73. And this play actually came from the watch list that I post daily in our BGS option trading Discord group. So if you guys haven't checked out the group yet, make sure that you scroll down below and join the family, okay? Looking at the chart on the 180-day 4-hour time, you can see that the stock has been in a definite downtrend since at least last November. Okay, so we've been in a downtrend, and a lot of times what you'll see in downtrending stocks is you'll kind of see the stock have short time frames where it does move up to the 50-day moving average, but overall it still maintains its position below that. One thing that's interesting about Square is we actually just broke above the 50-day moving average, and we're pretty much right here at the 200. So the white line, this is our 50-day moving average. The orange is our 200. That's just the price average over those number of days. If you guys haven't seen the video that I have on moving averages, I'll make sure to leave that below. But yeah, so we've had a stock that's in a long-term downtrend, and we just moved up to the 200-day moving average. You know, we would only assume that the stock would continue in that overall downtrend. So last week, you can see that the stock jumped almost 30% after reporting strong earnings on February 24th. So you'll see they were expected to have a negative 12 cents per share, but they actually reported a positive 27. So that's really good for them. Now, remember, SQ or Block, they own Cash App, and Cash App brought in about $518 million in profit alone, while, you know, they had other profits from the rest of Square's endeavors at around $657 million. So that really speaks volume for what Cash App is bringing to the table. So you'll see that today on Monday, SQ jumped almost 10% this morning from $120 to about $131, and that was pretty much based on a good outlook by a Wall Street analyst. And you know, we guys always talk about analyst changes or analyst ratings changes. So whenever you have an analyst change from a hold to a buy, or they increase the value that they see the stock bringing in, you know, that's a very bullish indication for the stock. So BMO Capital analyst James Fotheringham, and he also has a, you know, a price target of $159. So that's a pretty big jump from the 125 that we're trading at right now. Even though, you know, we have that amazing catalyst, we've had great earnings, you know, reports. Overall, I still am going to be bearish on this long term and anticipate it continuing in that long term downtrend. You know, you can just kind of see here, okay, we did move up. The RSI is extremely high at around 70. So it you know, it could use some cooling off. And just kind of looking here at our MACD indicator, our histogram looks like it's kind of starting to weaken from these green bars and moving into the red zone. So that's kind of something that you can kind of look to. And then just kind of moving up here at our ADX indicator, the white ADX indicator is trading above our DMI plus, but if we have a sharp turn with the ADX value, then that would be a good indication that that strong uptrend is kind of starting to slow down and we're moving back into our long-term bearish move. And another interesting thing to look at is the change in the daily average volume. So today it shows that we had 48, pretty much 49 million trades. On average, we have 21. So it's been really crazy since the earnings that we had the other day, but long term, I'm still going to be bearish on this. So if I was going to get into a bearish position on this, I would have my entry around 115. So you see the stock is really moving up even during after hours. So it's very bullish right now, but long term, then it's a good indication that it's starting to continue in that overall downtrend. So now looking at the options, you'll see that the implied volatility is still fairly high for this, just coming off of earnings. This play might be a little bit further out. So let's make sure we're in our puts. And this is going to be on March the 18th. And we're going to pick the $100 strike price. So you'll see right here, it's about the premium's about 1.29. So the most that you would lose with this, and it has a very tight bid and ask. So, I mean, honestly, with this one, the most that you can lose right now is about $130. Wow. Okay. So yeah, the most that you can lose with this is about 130 and the max profit is about 9.8 thousand. And of course, you know, with puts, you'll see that max, it's kind of theoretical. That's if the stock goes down to zero. But of course, it's probably not going to do that in this time frame. So that is that on SQ. And the next stock is BAC, that's Bank of America. And right now they're trading at around $44.20. This position is a pretty interesting one, and I'm going to be bullish on this based off of the trend that we've been in. So this is really pretty much the only reason I picked this stock. You'll see right here, since I guess we started this trend back in January, and you know, we've had some support around $44. So you'll see we've hit the support area about 3 different times, and we just bounced off of this 44, 42 range support, and we're moving back up. And you'll see that we have resistance here around $50. So we hit this 50 around 2 times. I mean, you know, it's not too terrible to anticipate that the stock could continue to move up again after reaching that support and moving back up to the 50. So that would be my target price. My price target for Bank of America in the near future would be around $50 from where we are at 44. Now, looking down here at the RSI indicator, very interesting. We just passed below our 30 threshold, which is oversold, and it looks like we're starting to move back up. The MACD fell down below the center line, which is something that it would do in a bearish trend, but now it looks like we're starting to move our way back up. Now, another thing that's interesting is the daily average volume. So the daily average volume for Bank of America is around 54 million, 55 million, and today it was around 66, over 66. So we had a lot of volume going on in trades right now. So for this one, like I said, I'm going to be pretty bullish and looking, hold on, and just moving in a little bit closer. So for this one, I would have my entry around 45 I would have my entry for a bullish position around $45.50 to 46. And the reason why I say that, that's a previous, you know, resistance point that we had before, just on a closer time frame, a recent high that we broke down from. So if we surpass that, then that would be a really good indication that the stock is moving back into that short-term uptrend on its way back up to 50. That's something that could be a great, you know, a great profit. Now, looking at the options, the implied volatility is fairly low. 47 is not that bad. I like that the option premiums are fairly low. So, you know, we can definitely do a lot with this. Now I'm going to have a further expiration date for this. It's going to be around, okay, so just looking at the options, make sure that we're in the calls, and we're going to go all the way out to April. So for this one, I'm going to pick the April 14th expiration date, and I'm going to pick the $46 call. So one thing, I'm either going to be between the 46 and the 47 strike price. Now, the only thing is, look at the 47. It has a 40,000 on the volume for today. So 40,000 people bought and sold this option contract. And now we have 5,000, about 5.5 thousand that are still currently open. So, you know, that one's actually cheaper. I would probably go for the 47. I'm going to go for the $47 for Bank of America. And you'll see right here, it has a very tight bid and ask spread. And the maximum that you can lose with this one is going to be $90, and the profits are unlimited, depending on how high Bank of America goes. So once it gets up to that 50 range, you know, we'll be very profitable with that. So that's something that you can do with Bank of America going into the rest of the week. And the last stock is actually from Tiblio's Golden Cross indicator. So you guys already know about Tiblio. And if you guys watched the Golden Cross strategy video that I posted, then you're definitely definitely familiar with this strategy. If not, I'll leave a link below so you can check this out. But these are basically going to be bullish positions based on the 50-day moving average, this white line crossing above the 200-day moving average. And make sure when you're looking at these plays from Tiblio for the golden cross screener, make sure you're using a time frame that has the day on it. So it can be the 1 year, 1 day, 1 month, 1 day. It needs to have a daily chart on it. So you'll see right here, we just had a crossover back on the 23rd. So that's this day right here. Now, even though the stock is kind of, facing downward, I would kind of want to wait and see how this plays out. Now, just looking right here, the RSI indicator is very low. So we have an RSI indicator that's low. Our MACD histogram looks like it could be moving into the green. Our ADX value is above 25. Our ADX value is above 25. So this definitely, and I also have a video on the ADX indicator with the value of 25, but this is definitely something that I would want to look into for a long-term bullish swing trade. So this is definitely going to be a swing trade. It's not 100% right now, but there are some factors that I like about it. I'm going to be a little less risky, and I'm going to have my entry around $18.50. So right now we're at $17.70. I would want to wait to see this stock move up past $18.50, because to me, that would just really be a good indication that it's, continuing in that uptrend. It's continuing to move up. So yeah, we've been in a pretty strong uptrend. We hit that high of 20, and then it looks like we might have been consolidating a bit. And now I'll anticipate the stock moving upwards just based off of that crossover. Okay, so just kind of checking this out. Let's go back to our April 14th expiration date. Now make sure that we're in the calls, and we're going to pick the $17 call. Now look at this. This is pretty interesting. We have 53,000 open interest. So that means 53,000 options are currently open on this position. We've had kind of a smaller volume of 68. So one thing that I actually like better that's cheaper is the $18 call. They have a fairly high open interest of 4,000, but their volume was a little bit higher. So those are kind of the two that you can look into. But for this one, I'm just going to pick the $17. It has a decent bid and ask. It's about 20 cents between the bid ask, but we can work with that. And the most that you can lose with this one would be $131 at this premium price. So, that's just kind of something that you can do with this stock VOD. And that's pretty much all I have for this video, but make sure that you guys check out this video that I just posted on why I deleted Robinhood. I know that you can see in these examples, I'm only using Webull and Thinkorswim at this point. So make sure you check out that video and get some ideas of why I deleted Robinhood. So make sure you guys check out that pressure, okay?